Let's talk a little Texas recruiting. The Longhorns added a new five-star. No, there isn't a big recruitment that you missed. Quarterback Diabell, newly minted five-star here at On3. Steve, let's talk about him. First of all, what type of player is Diabell now that you've got to see him for 2+ years now?
Well, Diabell has continued to get better every year, Josh. As a junior, he completed over 70% of his passes, threw for 2,597 yards and 29 touchdowns. And he really added a running element to his game. Went from just 86 yards as a sophomore to 561 as a junior. 5 rushing scores, one of the top dual threat quarterbacks in the country, regardless of graduation year. He's accurate with the football. He can make all the throws. He can stand in the pocket, buy some extra time, sprays the football all over the field, and again, can extend plays, get you chunk yardage with his legs. He's the perfect fit for Steve Sarkisian and his offense. Obviously, Arch Manning takes over the reins this year, but maybe Arch Manning only needs 1 year. Then you get Diabell on campus next year as a true freshman. He'll come in physically ready to push for time. So we'll see what happens with Diabell, but we love him right now. Obviously, new five-star and on 3.
And what type of recruiter is he for the Longhorns? We're trying to get a feel for this class early in the cycle. Is Diabell a leader for this 2026 Horns commit class?
Well, he's been there a bunch, including their big junior day in January. And I talked to him after he left campus. He said, "We're going to get a lot of these guys." I know he's in the middle of it, building relationships with a lot of Texas's top targets. And then when these prospects see five-star quarterback Diabell committed to Texas, they want to play with a guy of that caliber.
All right. On3 had a huge rankings update that dropped on Monday. You guys can go check that out on the front page of on3.com. This affected the Texas class. We just mentioned Diabell, but also a couple of their key targets. Felix Ojo. He was a number 19 ranked offensive tackle. He is now moved up to number 3 in the country. Felix Ojo, a big mover, but where did the Longhorns stand with him?
Yeah, we got a chance to see Felix Ojo a couple times live since his junior season at the Navy All-America Bowl, then again at the Dallas Under Armour camp. Terrific in both settings, showing high upside. Offensive line has been a position of emphasis every single cycle since Steve Sarkisian, Kyle Flood, and company got to Austin. We see it resonating on the field, and they need to keep it rolling with guys like Felix Ojo. My on-3 RPMs already on the burnt orange for Felix Ojo. Now, they got some competition. I view Ohio State as their biggest competition, but Michigan, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, some of them in play, Florida, Notre Dame, some outliers in that recruitment. But I love where Texas stands for Felix Ojo. They have Diabell in the fold. Now, can they go get their five-star offensive lineman to protect him? I think they ultimately will.
Ojo's the number 3 ranked offensive tackle in America, and the number 4 ranked offensive tackle is Cody Green. Now, he's committed to Oregon, but Steve, it seems like the Horns, there's some rumors here. Are they going to be able to flip Green from Oregon?
Well, Cody says it's going to be tough for any program to flip him from Oregon, but the school that's going to have the best shot to do it is Texas. Texas offered last month. He's excited about that opportunity. He has set an official visit to Texas for the weekend of June 13th. And he wants to get around the program, learn more about it. He'll be at Oregon the weekend of June 6th. So Dan Lanning and company will be working to get that official visit shut down. But Texas is alive for Cody Green. They have a pulse, and we'll see what kind of move they can make this spring into the summer. They're the biggest threat.
Yeah, and it's early, so a lot of game left here to be played. Steve, Texas is hot on the trail right now. Who else are they making a move with?
Well, Texas is relevant with a lot of these prospects that are ranked in the top 30 of the On3 recruits player rankings. Number 1 ranked receiver Tristan Keys. They're maybe not in the forefront of that recruitment, but still one that he is keeping a keen eye on at this point in his process. Same goes with the number 1 linebacker in the country, Isaiah Williams. Texas recently offered him, and I look for them to find a way onto his visit list here in the near future. Luke Waffle is an edge rusher from New Jersey. He says Texas is one of the programs that he's talking to the most. On3's number 2 ranked tight end Mark Bowman. Chad Simmons had the news. Official visits to Texas June 6th. Georgia June 13th, and Oregon June 20th. Right now, we have Texas in the 3-hole, but they'll have a chance to make a move. They're in there battling Alabama and others for 4-star running back Xavier Crowell. So, look, Texas, number 1 ranked recruiting class in the country and On3 in this 2025 cycle. They're taking their time. They're being diligent. They don't want a bunch of early commitments so people can just come in and flip their guys. They like to be the ones with the spatula out at the end. They were that in 2025. If they put together anywhere close to the kind of season that they had last year, this coming year, they're in it for a lot of guys, and Texas is going to be one of those programs that closes with a furious strong ending again.